Hello and welcome back to Enigmatica. Last time we made our food and I'm still having actually issues with this because I've been AFKing for a little while and I'm not making enough wheat. I have no idea why. Apparently wheat grows much slower than everything else, but well that's fine. But today we're gonna do something similar. We did a food farm last time. This time we're gonna make a wither farm. It's pretty much the same, isn't it? Isn't it? Maybe it isn't. And by the way, someone asked me why I always stand on this thing when doing intros. And the reason for this is because otherwise I would do something like this. Hello and welcome back to Enigmatica. Ah, a creeper! Because this thing just, I don't know. Maybe it's just my eyes, but for me this looks like a creeper. Yes, I've done it multiple times. Right now I'm actually thinking I'm standing next to a creeper. Actually, it shouldn't matter because now I have the magical overpowered trinket that makes creepers not explode. Hello, Mr. Like this. Hello, Mr. Creeper. How are you doing? Anyway, we need to do some experiments with withers. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know if what I had in mind to try will work, but we'll find out. And one of the reasons why I want to play around with withers is because I finally got my netherite bees. But if we look at the netherite bees in here, we will find that the flowers they eat is wither roses. So not only that, I'm suspecting that the wither roses will eat other bees. So I probably need a separate apiary just for the wither rose eating bees. I think there is one more bee that will eat wither roses. Yes, this one. Here. Please tell me you're eating wither roses. Yes, they are also eating wither roses. But we need to deal with that. We need to figure out how to kill withers. But the first thing I need to do today is... I messed up. Notice how we don't have any tier 2 or 3 or 4 beehives. We have one dark oak bee nest. Yeah, that's me messing up. I completely messed up. If we look here, I have 54 tier 1 apiaries because I was being stupid. If we look at how higher tiers apiaries are crafted, I looked at this and thought, oh, okay, it uses 4 tier 1 apiaries. No, it doesn't. It uses 2 tier 4 beehives and... oh, wait, this was the wrong apiary, by the way. Okay, yeah, this one uses 2 tier 1 and 2 tier 4 beehives. And the same thing on the higher level, tier 3, is the same. 2 tier 2 and 2 tier 4. This is the tier 4 apiary. It uses 2 tier 4 beehives and tier 3 apiaries. And of course, a Never Star, which is one of the reasons why I want to play around with withers and make an automatic wither farm. So the first thing I need to do is to grind a little bit and just collect bee nests. Nests, hives, no, nests. Nests are the ones on the ground. And I think, oh no, that one I already picked up. So yeah, let's just fly around and pick up all the bee nests I can find everywhere. Let's do quick math on camera because it never goes wrong. I'm gonna have at least 5 tier 2 apiaries. Definitely want to do that today. That is 10 tier 4 beehives. Oh, that's not bad. And for every tier, I just need to multiply it by 2. So for tier 3, I'm gonna need 20. And for tier 4, I'm gonna need 40. Something like that. So it's not bad. Right, just 40 of those. And we can continue with other projects. Oh, and I just found a new bee. I haven't had this yet. Kitten Bee. What does a kitten bee do? Never heard of it. It cannot be... Oh, it can be bred to a wasabi. That would be nice. No idea what the wasabi does, but I want one. But let's see. First, kitten bee. It makes cat spawn eggs and beeswax. Well, and catnip honey bottle. What do we use this for? Nothing interesting, but it also made, I saw wasabi. What is a wasabi? It makes nori sheets and rice. Okay, so that would be a good food source. Well, I don't mean the bee. I mean the stuff it makes. And it cannot be bred to anything, and it can make dried kelp blocks. Interesting, but okay, now we have a kitten bee. I would like to have 2 of them so I can breed them. But, I mean, 1 is more than 0, so I'll take it. Right, more bee nests. 42 bee nests, well, beehives now, and that should probably be enough. I'm hoping. I don't remember anymore. How many apiaries did I have? I think I need the... Oh no, I need many more. I think I just made too many apiaries, and I'm not gonna need that many. I'm probably just gonna need 40 of them. Well, close enough. Let's make the hives just to make sure that I have enough materials for this. And 20 at a time. There is an issue making this in bigger batches because it needs honeycomb blocks. And to do that, it's trying to craft all the honeycomb blocks from pretty much the first honeycomb that it finds in my storage. And if we look here, I have tons of others. Like I have the ICB here, the beeper, hellish zombie. I probably just need to make the blocks out of this, but there is no way to actually specify it. So I've been crafting the honeycomb blocks kind of manually. And yeah, the auto crafting is not super smart when it comes to that. But if I do it in smaller batches, like let's try the tier 4, just do 3 of them. Yeah, that's gonna go fine. And as you can see, it went perfectly fine because it's not trying to craft all the honeycomb blocks out of just one material, but it's actually using the available ones. So the process is a little bit stupid. But it works. You just have to click a little bit more than you would like. I don't think it's a huge problem, but it's a bit of an issue when crafting. Yeah, like I couldn't craft 10 in the beginning at the same time, but if I'm doing 5 at a time, I can make... Well, okay, we run out of luck now. Yeah, I only have 3 recipes for honeycomb blocks, and well, let's make one more. Hellish zombie. Yeah, that will definitely work. Alright, but that's enough bees for today. Wither stuff. So, the thing I found is Panzer glass block, and it says immune to the wither. And I kind of want to see if this means that it behaves just like bedrock. So can I make a wither trap with it? I'm not gonna do it too close to the base because that is probably a recipe for disaster. I don't want my base to get blown up, but just a little bit in this direction. I think I'm probably be able to kill the wither relatively fast. Yeah, this has smite, so it should be fine. I'm just gonna land in some nice place. Maybe on this beach here where I've been stealing all the sand. Before I had sand generators, I was stealing sand from here, so this is already a little bit ruined. Right, so this is the Panzer Block. Can I break it? Yes, I can break it, so that's fine. 2 white gap for the wither. And a platform like this. This should be enough. And let's just spawn a wither here and see what happens. I have tons of wither skulls and, well, soul sand. I don't have a renewable source of soul sand just yet. So I'll have to figure that one out if it's even possible. But skulls shouldn't be a problem. Right, and we're getting a wither here. Now, will the wither break out or is that enough to keep the wither in? Oh, 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 oh. That was a proper blue skull. Okay, so it's not enough to keep it in. Will this be enough to keep it in? It doesn't move, so that's good. Yes, now we're not getting any blue skulls out, so I think... And the wither is actually suffocating. Okay, so let's... Oh, that was not good. Where is the wither? It's there. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, it's absolutely no big deal to fight the wither with this many hearts and this much armor, so, yeah. Problem is, like, I don't really know how to fly with this stuff because I'm, like, the flight stuff is moving me upwards. There we go, that was one more hit. It doesn't behave yet like normal rockets. So it feels kind of weird. There we go, and I have the Never Star. Okay, so that didn't work. Question is, do I need more Panzer glass to make this wither safe? Let's just add a couple more layers and experiment a little with this. Like, this is not too expensive to make, so I don't really mind using a lot of it. Right, will this be enough? And we've got a Wyvern now. Are you stuck? That's all I want. I want the Wyvern to be stuck and not move anywhere. Yes. Now the Wyvern is stuck. It cannot shoot me. It cannot damage me. Everything is behaving perfectly. Awesome. So, this works. Now comes the next magical thing I want to try. I want to see if I can have a constructor under the Wyvern without the Wyvern blowing it up. And the idea would be, the constructor is what I used in the previous episode to place the acacia log in front of the latex thing. And the idea would be to use the constructor to place the soul sand and the skulls just straight from my storage system. And if that works, then we're in business. Question is, will the Wyvern blow up the constructor? Oops. I'm not sure, but this actually looks very, 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 very promising. The question is, will it now blow up with the explosion? And it didn't. Perfect. Okay. So, I think it should be relatively safe to move this experiment closer to home. Let's go back to base and build a Wyvern spawner around the constructor idea, if that is possible at all. Maybe it's not possible. Like I said, I have not tried anything. Just first experiments right now. But I want to do it closer to the base, of course, because I want to be able to reach the storage system. There are wireless links for the storage system, so maybe it's possible to build a wireless storage system as well today, because I have this thing, but this is manual, right? I wonder if it's possible to connect actual cables to something like that. I think there is. So I built the network transmitter in my base, and this is a network receiver, and I think it's supposed to work like this. I sneak right-click it with this card, then go to the transmitter in my base, put that card in there, and that should connect to my storage network. Let's see. I inserted it. Yeah. Is it using too much power now? That's also the question. There. Oh, it's using quite a bit now. Oh, I can see that it is shining, so I don't think I need to connect this to power. No, so this is using the power of the main storage system. That is pretty awesome. Okay. And that's it. That should be the entire Wyvern builder. Now, I need to connect these things. How do I do that? I don't want them to place any blocks until they have actually received... Ah, yes. Okay, so I can send them a redstone signal. That is awesome. I need to be able to power all of these with redstone somehow so that they place the blocks at the same time, because otherwise this would be complete madness. Alright, I'll experiment a little bit here, try to figure out the best configuration for this, and we will do the next experiment live, where we automatically summon a Wyvern by a push of a button. What could possibly go wrong, especially since we're this close to my base? Alright, this looks about right, and I just need to test this a little carefully. So if I push this, yeah, we're getting a pulse. So this is a pulse extender from the create mod, and I'm using it because I don't know how fast the Wyvern will get created, and if these things are powered for too long, maybe they will create two Wyverns. For now, I just want to get one Wyvern just to see that this whole thing works. So if we now feed this soul sand, nothing should happen. But if I push the button now, this thing should place the 4 soul sands. It placed 1. I'm not happy about that. Why didn't it place the others? Oh no, is this pulse too short? I think this pulse is too short. Okay, let's get a normal repeater. I just want to see that all the soul sand gets placed correctly. Right, let's just put it on 2 ticks. Oh, but that's of course... No, that's not a pulse. What am I doing? That was completely wrong. And I already saw that the soul sand doesn't get placed at the same time, which makes this whole contraption pretty much useless. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that this would be a little bit more reliable as a mechanism, so... Nope. That's just one. No. I don't want to be able to just place one wither at a time, because if you are watching my normal Let's Play series, you might have seen my adventures of trying to create a wither killer where we spawning withers, and the issue is getting all the soul sand and the skulls into the right position at the same time. And I was hoping I could bypass it with this thing here, but clearly it doesn't really work. Now it didn't place a single block. Now it placed one, no matter what I do and how long the pulse is. So it needs to be quite long. Okay, so this doesn't work. Okay, well, now we know. I'm not gonna waste more time using this unless there is some other setting. Type exact mode, drop blocks instead of placing. No. No, it doesn't work. Okay, well, let's see if there are other methods for placing blocks in this mod pack that aren't the constructors. There probably are. Well, a quick search revealed this. Block placer. No idea what it does, but let's experiment with this. Okay, now what? Give it 2 soul sand, give this 2 soul sand. They need power. Of course they need power. So now I need wireless power. Or I just need a very, very long cable. Yeah, I'm assuming they will not work without power. No, they won't. For now, I will not have any way to connect any inventory to these things, or not be able to connect them to my storage system, but that's not strictly necessary right now. I just want an experiment here. Can this reliably place the soul sand? Let's try. That did not do anything. What's going on? Why is that a thing? Run on pulse. Oh. Ah. Wait a minute. I think I found what I wanted to do. Run on pulse, run on pulse, run on pulse. Stop placing the blocks here. Give me back my blocks. Okay. 1, 1, 1, and 1. So, if I do this, please work. But I saw that there was a countdown, 5-second countdown. That's ridiculous. The completely manual machine I made in vanilla is much faster than this. It's 16 ticks, so it's less than a second. And that's with me placing the blocks manually. Why is this so bad? Can this be... Oh, I'm assuming they want upgrades. Of course they want upgrades. Right, I have the speed add-on, so I add 1 speed add-on. It still says ETA 5. Why, machine? Why? Why are you being evil? If I add... Oh, I cannot add more. That's good to know, so I don't need to build more of them. They're actually kind of expensive to make. Bunch of diamonds and also latex. And latex is actually... Well, I'm not producing enough latex. I probably need to do something about that. But, let's see. I was faster, but... Oh, okay, 2 seconds. So, it's still not great. I'm not super satisfied with 2 seconds, but okay. And 5 here. And these are not connected to power, and I guess I need to solve that as well. Dink, 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 dink. And they are now completely powered up. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Let's see if I need to fly away and try to lure the wither away from my apiaries and my base. Okay, and why did you only place 1 skull? Oh no, is it some kind of update order issue? Okay, I will delay the signal to the skulls. In fact, why do I have block placers here? I could just have normal dispensers. But let's just delay everything by 1 tick, which is probably a terrible idea. But that's the only idea I have right now. So, that's the delay there. And let's try again. It only does 1 skull. Did I do something wrong here? Run on pulse. It has skulls and... Oh, it doesn't have power? It doesn't have power. I'm an idiot. There was nothing wrong here. I didn't need to do anything, any update order magic or anything like that. I just needed to give it power. Always looking for the complicated solution to the complicated problem rather than the simple solution to the simple mistake. Let's try this again. What I want to see is when there is a wither in there, can I spawn another wither while this wither is actively destroying blocks? That's my big question here, because if we take a soul sand here now and say place it right here, the wither should destroy it. Yeah, and it did. Of course it did, because that's what withers do. But if I now... And that didn't work. Interesting. I don't know why it didn't work, but clearly it didn't. No, it blows up the blocks. Nope, we did not. And oh, and because this block placer does not want to place a block when there is a wither over it. I'm betting that's what's happening. See, let's see again. Yeah, it didn't place the soul sand. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we need to make a vanilla wither killer here. That's what this experiment is telling me. We need to build actually a vanilla wither killer. Well, with some help, of course, with some help with block placing, but I actually need to push the blocks in with pistons and not try to do something intelligent like this, because clearly it doesn't work. And the good thing is that we can use pulse repeaters, and the best component that exists in the create mod is the adjustable repeater. In this case, this is the adjustable pulse repeater that I'm making because it has a 1-tick resolution. So I think I can scroll wheel, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't need to do magical tricks like I did with scaffolding in my vanilla wither killer. I can just do it with repeaters like that, simplifying the entire thing. All right, some design time, and let's build a vanilla-ish wither killer. All right, and I think it should look something like this. I'm having a little bit of problems here getting the timing right, because there is no carpet mod here, so I can slow down time so I can actually see my contraptions work in real time, which is a massive pain. Literally, the first mod I ever installed in Minecraft was carpet because I was looking for a tool I could use to single-step my redstone machines so I could understand them. That's where I'm coming from into modern Minecraft, but literally. Carpet, the first thing, single-stepping. Why doesn't Forge have something like that? Or maybe it does. But, so I'm just listening now to the activation of the piston. So this here is a double piston extender, and this here is a normal piston extender, and these two pistons, like, when this piston is under this block, it should extend at exactly the same time as these pistons. And the only tool I have for making sure that this works is listening. So let's listen. I think they activate at the same time. It seems to also match my timing here, but I am not 100% sure. Let's remove 1 tick here and listen. No, that was out of sync. I think this is in sync now. This is how it's supposed to work. We are going to place soul sand here and here somehow. These things will be dispensing our skulls, and let's add 3 skulls into every dispenser so that we can test this thing. And I will just place the soul sand manually. And yeah, let's hope for the best. Here's 1 soul sand. Here is a few more soul sand. And this should, in theory at least, I have not tested this, create a wither. It did not. Why did it not? I don't think the dispensers fired. Why didn't the dispensers fire? They are being powered correctly. The pistons are supposed to be powered 1 tick after the dispensers are being powered. I am almost completely sure of that. So if I just do this again, will this dispense the skulls? It won't. That's unfortunate. Now I have to go back to my vanilla design and see how I did it there, because I did this from memory, and clearly this isn't right. The timing is perfectly right, exactly like I have in my vanilla machine. So I just disabled the pistons now, and I'm thinking, are the pistons preventing the dispensers from working, or is there something else going on? It was the pistons preventing the dispensers from working, so... I really don't understand what's going on. Alright, let's kill this wither and try to figure this out again. Interesting. Is it safe? Yes, it's still safe. So this is good. And I don't think anything blew up. I'll have to verify if any redstone got blown up. No, nothing got blown up. Everything looks right. So at least we know it's safe. But why? I think I'm starting to think it's either the redstone link or it's the adjustable pulse repeaters that are not behaving exactly the way I think they should. I already had an issue here because I am, as you can see, there is an observer that is powering this redstone link. This is from the create mod, and it's a way to send wireless redstone signals. And I cannot use it to directly power this note block, even though that's how we're supposed to use this double piston extender. Instead, I have to observe it with an observer here. So I think that the redstone links are doing something that they're not supposed to be doing with redstone signals. I don't know. I've had these issues when I've been playing around with Create earlier. That the redstone, especially redstone links, don't exactly behave the way redstone normally behaves, and I can't really explain why. So there is some weirdness here. Maybe I will just avoid the redstone links and just, yeah, make redstone lines all the way here. Yeah, let's remove one source of errors here, because clearly it is a source of errors. Okay, let's rewire this and try it without the redstone links, because they are kind of weird. Alright, we're doing it without the confusion of adding the redstone links. So let's see if this works now. No, still doesn't work. So maybe it's the pulse repeaters that are not doing the right thing. I am supposed to power the dispensers one tick before the pistons and not two. So there is supposed to be just one tick delay here, not 2 ticks delay here. But I guess the adjustable pulse repeaters don't actually work the way I think they work, and that would be very, very unfortunate. Now it is set up like this, but I think this will make us actually lose the soul sand when there are enough withers spawned. So it would be exactly the same issue I had in vanilla for so much time when I was developing this. Let's see. No, this still doesn't behave the way it should. Not even with this delay actually doesn't matter. Is it 3 ticks delay? No, it's not supposed to be 3 ticks delay. Alright, I'm giving up trying to figure this out. Either something in Forge changes the timing of dispensers, which would be insane, or something about pistons is changed, or it's the fact that I developed my Wither Killer in 117 and this is 116, and there is some really, really subtle difference between how dispensers work and pistons. I've no idea. I know that this signal has to be 1 tick later than the dispensers, otherwise the soul sand will get destroyed. I know that for a fact, but I can't get it to work. I've more or less, like, you see this trench there, that I had rails there. I changed to these magical pulse repeaters, adjustable pulse repeaters. I have, where is my, there was, oh no, here's the scaffolding, which I used to use exactly the same timing mechanism as I have in vanilla, and just nothing works. I've no idea. So I'm almost giving up. Like, I can make it to work, right? This version here works, but I know it is the wrong timing. I know that the withers are gonna destroy the soul sand. So I can spawn one wither here, and let's just let it live. Let's fill in the blocks that we need, and wait for that. And now I think the wither will destroy the soul sand. Oh no, we did get a second wither. Maybe we need more withers for them to destroy the soul sand, or maybe I'm completely wrong and it works like this. Or maybe there is a difference between 117 and 116, how withers work. Oh, we got a third wither. Interesting. I mean, this is wrong. This is not supposed to work, but it seems to work. And yeah, I'm baffled. Maybe we have 4 withers. Interesting. Okay. I guess it works then, even though it's absolutely not supposed to. It's like, this is really not supposed to work, but it seems to work. So I'm gonna add the automatic block placers, and yes, I am shouting because the withers are so loud. I'm gonna add the automatic block placers and see if I can get that to work, but I, from what I know, this is not supposed to work. And it does, which is just strange. We are just dealing with failures today. I built the block placers the way I think they should have been. So the problem I have with the block placers, right, is that I need to give them power from one side, I need to give them items from another side, and I also need to give them a redstone signal. So I thought, well, I can give them a redstone signal through the barrel. And it does work. Like, I have a soul sand here, I push this, this block placer will place the soul sand. That was kind of weird. Ah, I know what happened. Never mind that, because that doesn't work yet. But it did place a soul sand. But how do I fill the inventory here? I cannot place any blocks on this side, because this is where the wither is blowing blocks up. So like any block I place here will get blown up. So I was thinking, well, these things here have an option in the inventory input thing to pull blocks from the bottom. So I will place just barrels there and set it to pull, and everything is gonna work. Nope, it doesn't pull. Like, it doesn't do anything. I don't know. Like, maybe that's not the bottom. I'm just going mad now. Like, let's set all of them to pull. No, they are not pulling anything from adjacent inventories. Do I have to give it a block? Tell it what to pull? I have no idea. No, like, they just don't pull. So this thing, I don't know, doesn't work. I'm stumped. This episode might just end with a failure. I'm just gonna poke around with things. Maybe I'll find something else to do, because clearly this isn't working. But I have no idea. Maybe there is some other block placers. Let's look for those. Maybe there is just something that isn't as terrible as this, because it clearly doesn't work. Like, it's supposed to be pulling from the inventory, and it doesn't. Inventory is full of soul sand. This is all my soul sand. Nope, doesn't work. After I have calmed down and defrustrated, the answer was simple. Droppers. Droppers will push the items in. By the way, it is weird, because these things actually do pull, but they only pull from each other. They don't pull from other inventories. I don't even want to know now anymore. This has frustrated me. But now, this machine does work. Slowly. But it does work. It's spawning our withers. But yeah, we seem to be getting our withers. Now we have 5. I might even add some kind of clock now, or not might. I need to add a clock here to automate this completely. Let's fly away a little bit, because this noise is killing me. But I have completely run out of time for this video. I need to get it out in a couple of hours. That's as far as we're gonna get today. This has been an interesting adventure, because I started from trying to, hey, let's use all the modded features to get ourselves a simple wither spawner, and this has been almost as long adventure as building a vanilla wither killer, and it ended up pretty much vanilla. There is a few components in there that aren't vanilla, and you know what? They're just making it slower. That's not what I was expecting from modded. I was expecting modded to have overpowered, crazy contraptions that can be much better than vanilla, but not in this case. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and have a nice withering. Bye.